Hi. So here we study uh, indexing and slicing in numpy. So these are one of the basic features in numpy, and we'll get to know what these are. So first of all, what we do is we import numpy as np, and let me give you some basic introduction of what indexing is. Like, indexing is basically when we want to get an item from an array. Like, we have an array that may be 1D, 2D or 3D, and we want to get that one item out from that array. And if we want to get that item out, we use the principle of indexing, and indexing starts from 0. And like, if we want to call the last item from an array, instead of counting down all of the index numbers, what we basically use is we use -1 as an index number. So this will be our first array. As always, that will be a 1D array. This will be a 2D array. So this is basically not a list, this is an array. And this is our 3D array. So so I have created some problems just to let know how can we better understand indexing. So first of all, what we have to do, from p1 we fetch out the last item. So what is our p1? First of all, let's see what is our p1. So our p1 is this, and we want to fetch this 9 from p1. For that, we will use -1. Just as I said, for fetching out the last item, we use -1 as index number. Similarly, for fetching out the first item, we will use 0. Because the indexing starts from 0, we will use the 0 index number. And similarly, for fetching out the fifth item from p1. So what will be the fifth item in p1? Let's first of all recall this p1. So this is p1. So if we count the indexing, so this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is the fifth item in p1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 4. So we want to fetch out 4 from p1. For that, we will use the index number 5. Just as I said, indexing starts from 0, that's why we will use 5 to fetch out 4. Now fetch out third item, first row from p2. Now we are working on 2D arrays. So for working, first of all, let's call our 2D array and see what it is. This is our 2D array. So we want to fetch out third item, first row. So this is the first row, and from p2, but this is the third item, so we want to fetch out 2 from p2. So what do we do is, inside our square brackets, we will write our row number. In indexing, the row number also starts from 0, so this row will be called as row number 0, this will be row number 1, and this will be row number 2. So first row we call it 0. And which column? Now similarly count column starting from 0. This is column number 0, this is column number 1, this is column number 2. So our desired item is column number 2. So now it will show us the answer 2. So basically we have fetched out third item, first row from p2. So similarly, if we want to fetch out second item from second row of p2, now we fetch out second item from second row. So here is our row number, this is our row number, and this is our column number, and it fetches out second item from second row of p2. And now let's work on p3. So p3 is basically a 3D array, and this will be interesting, like how we fetch out items from a 3D array. Let's call our 3D array, and it is this array. So to fetch out items from a 3D array, the first number that we write is our array number. So this is array 0, array number 0. This is array number 1. And if we have multiple arrays more than this, the next array will be 2, and then the next array will be array number 3. So what is our problem is we want to fetch out first array. So this is our first array, and we want to fetch out second item of second row. Second item of second row. So this is the second item of second row. So what array number is it? It is 0. The array number is 0. And what is the row number? The row number will be 1, because it's the indexing starts from 0. And what will be the column number? Similarly, this is column number 0 and this is column number 1. So the column number will be 1. So let's fetch out 3 and it will show us 3. Similarly, if we fetch out second item from second row of second array, so this is another problem, and let's call out P3 again. Second item from second row, second array, second row, and second item. So we want to fetch out 7. So now what array is it? It is array number 1. What row is it? It is row number 1. What column it is? It is column number 1. So it would fetch out the item like this. So the next item that we're studying is slicing. So what is slicing? It is basically some different from indexing. In slicing, we fetch out slices of data. We take out slices of data, small chunks of data from an array. So let's fetch out. First of all, we fetch out 3, 4, 5 from P1. To fetch out 3, 4, 5 from P1, what do we do is first of all let's call P1 and see how it is. This is P1, and if we want to fetch 3, 4, 5 from P1, so what index number is it? We want from P1, we want 3. We want to fetch from index number 0, 1, 2, 3. We want to fetch out from index number 3 till index number 6. Do not include index number 6 and all the numbers that are behind index number 6. I want you to give me all that numbers. So we would type here 6, and this would give us this array 3, 4, 5. This is a slice of data that we got from that code. So if we want to fetch out 8, 9 from P1, what do we do is this will be interesting. So let's call P1. As you can see that 8 will be the second last number in this array, and there is only 9. So we cannot do like what we did above. So what do we do is 8 colon colon. The other colon means we are fetching out a slice of data till the data ends, to the end basically means. So it will give us an array of 8, 9. So similarly, if we fetch out first row from P2, to fetch out first row from P2, what do we do is let's call out P2. So this is our P2, and to fetch out first row from P2, what do we do is this is our first row. What is the index number of first row? This is 0. And which column? We want all of that column. For that we will write colon. So this will fetch out first row from P2. Now we want to fetch out 5, 6, 7 from P2 in the next problem. So let's call our P2, and what index number? what will be the index number of row? Row will be index number 1. Similarly, what will be the index number of the columns? So we want column from 5 till the end. From what will be the column number of 5? It will be 1. So it will be index number, row number 1, column number 1 till the end. So it gives us 5, 6, 7. Similarly, you will have to fetch out 9, 10, 11 from P2. Fetch out like this is the 3D array, so this will be more interesting. So let's do a problem from a 3D array. So let's call out P3. So what is P3? It is, we want to fetch out this 2, 3 from P3. So what do we do? What is the array number of 2, 3? It is the first array, so in indexing it will be 0, array number 0. What will be the row number? The row number is 1. What will be the column number? What will be the column number? We want a full column, so we would use the column sign. So what does it say? It will definitely fetch out, yeah, it has. So it fetches out 2, 3 for us from P3. So that was it from indexing and slicing. So let's revise the concept of indexing and slicing. Basically, indexing is we fetch out an item from using its index number, and what is slicing is we fetch out a data chunk, like a slice of data from the data set or the column. So that was it from the